Hey guys, in my last video about Patreon I explained parts of Patreon, the rewards and goals etc, but ultimately I talked about where I was in my life and how it affects the channel. These are things I've never revealed before, which is why I felt them important to share. The video ran on for a fair length of time, but I missed quite a bit of specific information, so based on your guys' feedback, here are some of the common questions answered and misconceptions cleared up. For a start, I saw some comments about making money. I tried implying this heavily, but it looks like I have to say it bluntly. I'm going to try and make it so I don't see a penny from this in my own pocket. I mentioned that I have a job which I'm content with. I can get away with paying my bills and looking after my parents, and financially, that's all I want in life. Also, someone rightfully pointed out that I assumed everyone knew what Patreon was, and that's my fault. Patreon is a site that allows people to contribute towards goals or projects. The best simile is, it's like Kickstarter, but rather than relying on large donations and emphasis on hitting an ultimate goal, Patreon is a continuous thing. Patreon runs best when multiple people pledge smaller amounts. To put it simply, it's better for 100 people to pledge $1 a month than one person donating 50. It's a hell of a lot easier for said people. $1 is what, 60p in the UK? And that's the price of a Mars bar. A Mars bar a month is nothing, especially compared to the other example of $50. I put the larger rewards on the page for the opportunity of someone wanting to choose them, rather than expecting people to do so. Also, payment is not instant, nothing is taken until the start of the next month, so you have plenty of time to amend offers higher or lower, which I've seen people do already. Whatever is made will go towards the goals at hand. I've already been hinting at the first secret project, which is to the point now that I've revealed that I met with the director last week. Most likely, the money made at first will go to both this project and the editor. Which leads me to another thing I feel I should clear up, what the editor does exactly. All he will be doing is cleaning up the audio and mastering it, making it to a professional quality crisp like he does when he edits movies. Everything else from the song choice and organisation, the visuals and effects, the story choice etc, that is still all me. This is to keep the feel of the channel the same. If I let him or anyone else do them, then the style would change and I wouldn't like that, and I assume neither will you. The reason why I want him on board is because he provides a service I simply cannot do myself. If you have a broken pipe, you hire a professional plumber to do the job which you cannot do yourself, and you pay him for his trained skill. This is exactly what's going on here. Matthew received the highest grade possible at Staffordshire University in games audio design, a degree which has caught the attention of some big companies, such as Traveller's Tales, the company that does all the LEGO games, and Pinewood Studios, which is where all the Marvel movies are filmed, including the new Guardians of the Galaxy. He's currently working on a game and a few short movies at the moment, so it isn't right for me to not try paying what I feel he's worth. Ultimately, the reason why I'm doing all this is to push the subgenre of creepypastas and see where it will evolve to next. Creepypastas have come a long way in the last few years, but I don't want it to die at the level of stories being written and narrators reading them to a static image. There's nothing wrong with that, but I asked myself, and you should too if you're passionate about the subgenre, where's the next step from here? Personally, my answer has led me to the mindset of horror in media nowadays is conveyed terribly. They rely on jump scares or have someone chased by a slasher, but if there's something I've learnt from horror as a written medium, it's that you can't use cheap horror tactics like that, so you learn that it isn't the guy with a knife that you're scared of, it's the fear of him being nearby, his presence. Call me naive, but if successful, to bring that principle of creepypastas to the next level I'm thinking about, it would change not only the subgenre of creepypastas, but the genre of horror as we know it. Anyway, this is hopefully going to be the last out of character video I do on this channel, but I felt these points needed to be covered in regards to the last Patreon video. All other updates will be on my side channel, along with other Patreon related content. Anyway, thanks for watching and goodbye.